Okay, so we're going to make a calculator to calculate the area and the perimeter of a square. So first, let's merge B1, C1, D1, E1. So you select all those four cells and then you click on merge cells, which is right here. Then right there you're going to type in your name. My name is Camilo Hoyos, so I'm going to type in my name and you type in yours. Then down here we're going to leave it blank and we're going to start at B3. So we're going to select B3 from B3 to E3 and we're going to merge those cells. And we're going to click perimeter and area. Then you hit enter. We're going to merge this four as well. So from B4 to E4 merge. And right there we're going to type in square. Hit enter. Okay, now we're going to make this go in the center. So let's make it bold to make it a bit, more presentable. And we go in horizontal line, we click on the center. Then the perimeter, we're gonna make perimeter and area, since that is kind of like the main title. We're gonna make it 18 points. Then bold, and let's make it go also in the center. Then the square, same with the square. So bold, let's make it 14, and then let's make it go in the center as well. Now we're going to select from B5 all the way to E5 and then all the way down to let's say 13. We're going to merge all of those cells to make one single huge cell right here. And right in there, we're going to insert a drawing. So click insert drawing. Then select in shapes right here. Shape, we're going to select the square. So shapes, click on the square, and let's make a square. So you click and pressing this shift button is going to make a perfect square. You see, if you're not clicking on the shift, then you can make a triangle, a rectangle by mistake. So let's click shift to make a perfect square. And then we're going to add a text box right here. So click in the text box and then make one, then type in A. Why A? Because A is the name of this side. You save and close. Then you click on that drawing that you just did and put it in the center. Now right here we're going to calculate the perimeter. So let's type in calculations. Right? Then right here is going to be the perimeter, which the formula for the perimeter right here, we're going to type it in. So perimeter is a capital P equals the perimeter for any square is A times 4, right? Because there's 4 sides. Now we're going to do the area. So for the area, the formula for the area of any square is capital A equals the side that is A, right? The value for the side, to the power of, now in my computer you need to hit Alt ground and then that little angle looking thing like this, right? That is to the power of and then 2. Since both of these are calculations, then I'm going to merge these two right here. So I select both of them and then I click on merge cells. Now I don't want this text to be down here, I want this to be in the middle. So I click here in vertical align and then I click in the middle. Perfect. Now right down here we're going to do the conversions. So convert to column. So right there I'm going to type in perimeter. And then down here I'm going to type in area. Now down here I'm going to type in the value for A. So value for A, in column, enter. So right here the value for A, let's say I want this to be 10, right? So enter 10. But 10 what? I need the units. Now the units right here, I want to be able to select whatever units I want, from millimeters, centimeters, kilometers, right? You name it. So I click here and add a sheet. Then I go here in this sheet number 2, and then I type in the list of units that I want. So millimeters and m, they have to be lowercase. So mm, then centimeters, cm, then meters, it's only 1m, then kilometers, km, and that should be okay. Then I go to sheet. To create a drop-down menu, I have to select the cell I want the drop-down menu to be. I want it right there. Then I go to data. Then I go to data validation. Then right here, enter a range or formula. Then right here, in enter a range or formula, I click there, those 4 little squares. Then right there, I want the range, which is in sheet 2. So I click on sheet 2, then I select that range. Then I click OK. Then I click save. Now I have a drop-down menu in sheet 1. Let's click here and select centimeters for now, just to keep it, right, as a placeholder. Now I have the units that I'm going to be working with. But let's make this prettier because it's hard to understand right now. So let's select from right here, from perimeter and area, from the title all the way down to the last one. Then let's make some borders. Let's create the borders. I click on whatever color I want. In my case, I want that color. Then whatever thickness or border style you want. I want this a little bit thicker. Then I click here in all borders. Now to write the formula for the perimeter, first I need to tell the program that I'm writing a formula. So I click equals. Then I click the A. The value for A is this one right here, so I click that cell. Then times. Remember, times is not an X. Times is a star. So A times and then a 4, because it's the number 4. It's 4 sides for the square. So equals C18 times 4. Then hit enter. It's 40. So the perimeter for the square is 40. But 40 what? It's 40 centimeters because I chose here centimeters. So whatever goes here needs to be equals to whatever I put in here. So I literally type in here inside of this cell equals, and then I click on this cell. Then I hit enter. That way, whenever I change these units, it's for example millimeters, this is going to change automatically to millimeters. Let's go back to centimeters and keep it there. Now we're going to create a formula for the area. So click on that cell, hit equals. Now the area is A, the value for A, which is this one here, to the power of 2. And then hit enter. In my case it is 100. But 100 what? I need centimeters square. But I don't have centimeters square anywhere, so I'm going to have to create it. So I go to sheet number 2, then I click here, millimeters square, enter, centimeters square. Oh look, the program is suggesting me if I want the same to happen to these ones. And I said yes, because that's exactly what I want. As you can see, millimeters has a millimeter square version, centimeters a centimeter square version, and so on. Then I go back here to sheet number 1. So I want this to be a VLOOKUP because I need to look for this in here, and as soon as the program finds it, which is right here, I want the program to give me whatever is in the cell next to it, this one here. So let's go here to sheet number 1 and click where I want the VLOOKUP to be, which is this cell right here, E15 equals VLOOKUP, open brackets. Then I click on this cell, D18, because that's what I want the program to look for. Then comma, I want the program to look for it right here. then select my range, which is the whole entire table right here, then comma. As soon as the program finds centimeters, I want the program to count 1 and 2. So I type in number 2 because I want this as result. Then I type in comma, then I put false. I always end with false any VLOOKUP. Any VLOOKUP ends in false, so I type in false. Then I close brackets and then I hit enter. As you can see, it's centimeters square. And if I change this to meters, for example, it's going to change it to meters square, and the perimeter is going to change it to meters. So let's go back and keep it at centimeters for now. Now, just so we don't get confused, let's change the background for this row. So go here, fill color, and let's make it very light purple. In my case, you can change it to whatever you want. But that looks very ugly. Green and purple looks super ugly, so I'm going to change also the borders to a purple looking thing, like this one. Purple, and then I hit the borders again, and there it is. Now we're going to do the conversions. So let's select all of this and change the background color so we don't get confused. The background color in this one, I'm going to make it light blue. But it looks very ugly, so I'm going to change also I'm going to change the borders as well. So click on the borders and I'm going to make them blue. And hit borders again. Done. So now let's do the convert to. So down here, I want to be able to select the units I want this converted to. So here I want another drop down menu. So data validation. Then I go here to enter a range or formula. Then I go to sheet 2, then I select the range, which is this one here. I don't need any of this, so I'm not going to select it. Then I hit OK, and then I'm going to save. Then when I go to sheet 1, there it is. I have the drop down menu. Now let's convert this to meters. So from centimeters to meters. So the perimeter is very easy because it is as simple as converting this to meters, from centimeters to meters. The area is a little bit more difficult because there is a power of 2 in the formula. So we're going to have to convert the A separately. Let's do the perimeter first. Let's click on that cell in the perimeter, hit equals, then convert. Then you open brackets. Then you click on the cell with the number you want to convert. Then you hit comma. Then convert it from, and you want to convert it from centimeters, so you click on this cell, then comma, to whatever you put in here, so you click on that cell, and then you close the brackets, and then you hit enter. And there it is. The perimeter of 40 centimeters is equivalent to 0.4 meters. But right here, I want the units to be the same as the units that I chose in the conversion. So I click here in this cell, equals, and then I click that cell, then enter. Now let's find the area. Now let's type in the formula for the area with the placeholder in brackets, in empty brackets. So equals, the A is going to be the variable, so I'm going to open and close brackets. Then to the power of 2, so I'm going to type in power of, and then 2. Now that I have the formula, let's fill in the A. So right here is where I'm going to do the conversion for the A. So inside of those brackets, I'm going to type in convert, then open bracket and close bracket. Inside of these brackets, I'm going to tell the program what to convert to what. So what to convert, I want A to be converted, and the value for A is this one here. Then I'm going to click a comma from the current units for A, which is this cell right here, D18, comma, to the units that I selected or that I want this program to convert it to. So click here in B17. Then I hit enter. And there it is. The area in meters would be 0.01. Now right here, I want meters, but I want the meters to be square meters. So I'm going to have to use another VLOOKUP. So equals VLOOKUP, open parentheses, I want this right here, those units to be in there but square. So I click on this cell, B17, then I hit a comma, then I go to sheet 2, and I select all of this. Then after that range, I click comma, and then I hit the number. What number? 1 and 2, right? Because I want the return to be in the second cell after it finds it. Then I hit a comma as well, and then I click false. Then I close parentheses, and then I hit enter. And there it is. It's meters square. And if I change this from centimeters to, let's say, millimeters, then everything's going to change. If I change this to 20, then all of my results are also going to change. And this is how you make a perimeter and area calculator for a square.